For a company linked to housing and interiors, Century Plyboards is looking at the budget for queues around construction demand, and their major demand is to increase the current ceiling of 45 lakhs for affordable housing to at least 50% more. NDTV Profit is here at Century Plyboards headquarters in Kolkata. I'm joined by Executive Director Keshav Bhajanka. Thank you so much, Keshav, for having us here. It's a total pleasure to be here in the run-up to the budget for 2026-2027. Yeah. And firstly, I would just want to ask you, in terms of Kolkata, in terms of Eastern India, your company has been a bellwether for the industry, for the region. Talk to us about the sort of expectations that Eastern India can have from the budget, right? It is long been seen as a forgotten part of India. It's something that it's largely ignored if you look at the larger, broader scheme of things, but it's companies like yours that are changing that. So talk to us about that.
I think Eastern India in general has started to progress really well. Whether you look at Calcutta, the state of West Bengal, or the East in general, I believe that there has been a lot of thrust and a lot of growth that has been witnessed. Even if you look at the growth rankings in terms of GDP, Eastern India has done better than most other regions. Having said that, I think that, in the East, one thing that has worked for us has been the push that the government has had on the infrastructure sector.
Correct.
And when it comes to the budget, let's give credit where credit is due. The government of India has done fantastically well as far as the entire infrastructure segment is concerned.
Talk to us about the specific expectations that you might have, given that you have this budget that is coming up on the 1st of February.
I think that, as far as the budget is concerned, there are certain things that need perhaps a little bit of realignment. For instance, if you look at the affordable housing numbers, affordable housing has been pegged at housing that is under 45 lakh rupees, considering the cost of land, which has increased substantially, considering the cost of building a house, which has increased drastically. I think that this figure is no longer correct. I think that this needs to be increased by a minimum of 50%, if not more, to a 67.5 lakhs or a 70 lakhs for it to truly reflect the current pricing of affordable houses. In addition to that, I believe that the interest subvention schemes that the government had given for loans,
correct,
that were availed under the housing loan segment, then the deduction that the government has given in terms of tax deductions is capped at 2 lakh rupees. I think that amount needs to be increased substantially, reflecting the increased price of houses too.
Awesome. Keshav, also talk to us about moving on to the industry part of the bit. Timber prices, raw material prices have been sort of volatile. Talk to us about what outlook you have on that front.
I think that, hopefully, even though raw material prices have escalated sharply in the course of the past 2 to 3 years, but the peak of the sale was behind us. We have seen that this sharp increase has definitely affected most companies, including ourselves. But being market leaders, we have been able to pass on the cost increases in the form of price increases, which others have not been able to do. Now, considering the fact that most of this is behind us, most of the increases or the rapid increases have now petered out and peaked, I think we'll be seeing far more stability ahead.
Awesome. Keshav, before I ask you more questions, we'd like to step into your office and see the beautiful building that you've created here in Kolkata.
Looking forward. Yeah. With the beautiful building, we have very good coffee as well.
Awesome. Let's get in. How are you targeting that 18% CAGR that you're looking at to reach that revenue level?
I think while the target seems ambitious because of the sheer number, if you look at the CAGR, this is something that we've been able to do since inception. And we have proved in recent years that even with scale, it is possible to grow. Because with scale, you get economies of scale, you get resources, you get reach. So I am pretty confident that we'll be able to deliver this figure. And if you speak to my father, the chairman, I think he would say that the figure is a little pessimistic rather than being optimistic.
Awesome. Keshav, lastly, I want to talk to you about the sort of investment targets that you're looking at to achieve those numbers. Any sort of fundraising in the offing? What are the sort of, where are you looking to place your bets at so that you can reach that revenue target ASAP?
I think we're in a very, very good spot in the sense that every single segment that we are in is growing, and it's growing very well. Whether it is our, let's say, our forte, which is the plywood segment, or our growth areas of MDF, laminate, particle board.
Yep.
Each of these has seen tremendous traction, and I think that going forward, you need to invest right across. So you're absolutely right to hit that 12 billion numbers. We'll have to invest in excess of 2,000 crores over the course of the next 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And currently, what we are today at is about 7,500 crores peak revenue. But I think that every year you will see investment, and considering our strong cash flow generation, predominantly for internal accruals.
Awesome, Keshav. Thank you so much for showing us around. It's been a lovely experience talking to Century about the sort of expectations you guys also have going into the budget for 2026, 2027, and I hope there are a lot more victories in the offing for you.
Thank you so much.
At the 𝐵ISWA Bank